Hey, I've never done one of these before, these unboxing videos, but today I received the Scream Factory Deluxe Edition box set of the Friday the 13th movies, and I thought I would do a video on it. I'm sure there's been a lot of videos on this posted in the last day or two, but I thought, what the heck, so I'll do mine. All right. Break into this. Right. Hopefully that's all the tape I need to get through. Okay, this is pretty cool interior of the box already. They even have the printed Friday the 13th font and logo, Friday the 13th collection, Deluxe Edition with the Scream Factory logo. I've never seen them do that kind of interior printing on a set before, but I guess this is a pretty big deal, so they did it. That's pretty cool. Sorry, the lighting isn't the best here. That's really neat. All right, so I will take out the box set itself, and then I did order direct from Scream Factory, so I got those two lithograph posters, so that's what you're seeing in the big tube there. But yeah, I really like how they went all out and even decorated the interior of this. That's really cool. I don't know if I can keep that in the background there. There we go. All right, so we will break into this first and then look at the posters after. Actually, I might not even need this. I can tell already it's one of those hard boxes. And of course, I've already wrinkled up that little backer sheet. But anyway, here's the backer sheet, which I will try to get off very carefully so that I can save it. It's got one of those snotty little glue tabs on there. That thing. Those come off pretty easy. All right, so that's what the side looks like. We got Sackhead Jason with the pitchfork, and the main art with that looks like Jason from part 3, part 4, looks like part 7, part 6, part 8, part 5, and part 3 with the mask. And then lightning striking the gravesite from part 6, Jason Lives. It looks really cool. And on the top you see the mask. And then on the other side, looks like we've got Jason from part 7 and Jason X Jason, and then the remake Jason, or the Freddy vs. Jason, which I guess is what that is, yep. And then, that's Jason Goes to Hell. Artwork by Devin, and I can't remember who the artist was, so I don't know his last name, but this is cool. That's what it looks like from the front. And one thing I'm noticing right away is the Blu-ray cases are not those standard blue Blu-ray cases. In the pictures, I think the early product images from Scream Factory, they were all in those standard Blu-ray cases, those blue Blu-ray cases, and I was kind of disappointed about that. I was like, oh, well, the Halloween box set had all those cool black cases, even though some of them were eco cases, still they were black cases, and the blue Blu-ray cases won't look quite so good for some of these cover arts, but here they've got the clear, and actually I think the clear is probably going to work better for some of the covers if I remember offhand correctly. So let's break into this and see what we've got. All right, so the first one, part 1, with that awesome standard theatrical poster artwork, the original theatrical poster artwork. I love it. And got the 2 discs here, theatrical version and the uncut version. And I can already tell they are not the eco cases, so the artwork isn't going to get punctured, and the clear sleeve around the side isn't going to get punctured. So that's great. I love when they do the solid cases, and I like how they've got this alternate original theatrical poster. This was one of the posters you don't see too much from part 1, and they have that as a reversible option. That is really cool. There are the special features if you want to pause it. All right, so that's part 1. Looking great so far. Oh, and just so you have it, here's the spec sheet, the backer card, if you want to pause that and see what all is on there. Part 2, again, I love that original artwork. That is beautiful. Again, a clear, not eco case. And it's got that other poster artwork, which, it's just got lettering on there, no images or anything, but that is what they used back in the day for the newspaper ads and stuff. So you've got that reversible option. I'm going to keep this because I always remember this from the VHS tape days, and I love that. You can pause it if you want to see what the special features are. And we got part 3. This is going to be a big deal to a lot of people who have 3D TVs and 3D players. They've got the 3D version in here. Yeah, that's awesome. Wish I had a 3D TV and a 3D player. All right. Oh, and this is cool. I've always liked that from the VHS cover days, but I like this reversible cover quite a bit. And Jason smashing through the mirror or window, I guess is what it is, a window. That's really cool. My personal favorite, and I think probably the best slasher movie ever made, the gold standard for how to do a slasher movie, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. I love that iconic artwork. And that also has the alternate poster or newspaper ad poster artwork with just the font and the wording. That's cool. That's, if you want to pause it, there are the specs. All right, part 5, underrated sequel in a lot of people's views. I've come around on it. I like it a lot more than I used to. That also has the alternate poster artwork. Again, the font and the wording. No images, but hey, that's what they used back then. And that teaser type of stuff is all you needed to get excited about the next Friday the 13th sequel. And here are the special features and the specs if you want to pause it. That's cool. A lot of people are kind of bummed that the VHS artwork that they remember with that weird sort of square Cooper hockey mask, which was never in the movie or any of the movies, with the like pink or red lights shining through the eye holes. That was used on the VHS tape. They were kind of disappointed that they didn't use that on this or the interior artwork, but really I think this is so much cooler than that kind of unrelated Cooper hockey mask. Yeah, this is cool. I thought they did use it somewhere. Oh yeah, they did say on the reversible sleeve they did put it on there. So there's that image if you want to remember what it was. If you squint, you'll see it. But this is cool so far. I'm really liking how they did the cases and the artwork that they chose. Oh yeah, I love this sequel. This has really gone up on my ranking as one of the better sequels. I love part 6, Jason Lives, and I love that artwork too. I don't know if I paused the specs on that one, but there you go. All right. This does not have reversible theatrical artwork or anything, but it has interior art. Old Jason right after he emerged from the grave. special features if you want to pause that and check out the specs. That is really cool. And I think the clear case really benefits that image. I think it looks better with that than a blue case would look, or even a black one. I like the way this looks. All right, part 7, The New Blood. A lot of people love this. They love the look of Jason in it. For me, I think the lighting is weird. It looks TV quality-ish or something. It kind of bothers me, but otherwise, it's a good movie. I don't love the Jason unmasked design at the end. It's kind of EC horror looking, and I see what they were going for, but it seemed a little too over the top for me. I wish they would have used some of the ideas that John Carl Buechler, the director, wanted to go with at the end, particularly with like Tina's dad coming out of the water. I think that would have made the movie even better. But executive producers sometimes get involved and throw things off. Again, here we don't have any alternate theatrical poster artwork, but we do have an image, that iconic great image with Jason with the axe coming through the door. And they use that for the NES game too, the cover of the Nintendo game. I love that shot. And I love this poster artwork too. I think it's a favorite of a lot of people's. And those are the special features. You want to pause it? It's really cool. I'm getting through about half now. All right, so part 8. I think this one's underrated. I really like the look of Jason in this one. And when he actually does get to Manhattan, I realize it's a long time coming, and it's only toward the very end. I don't mind the ship stuff. But yeah, I think this movie's fun. I wish they would have went for the alternate poster artwork where it said, "I heart New York." I know that was controversial. The city of New York didn't appreciate that type of violent connection, particularly back then when they had a lot of violent times. Maybe they're coming back around to that nowadays, but it was way worse before. But anyway, we get interior artwork where Jason was in Times Square. Wait, no, he wasn't there yet. I think he just emerged from the bay, and this hockey billboard was in the background. Kind of a little in-joke type of thing. Those are the special features. Going back to part 2, I'm curious what they put about the found footage of the extended gore scenes. No, I don't think it's on there, so it must be on the special features disc that we will look at in a second. All right, the next one, Jason Goes to Hell. I wasn't a huge fan of this one just because it didn't seem like a Friday the 13th movie. I think if it was a different type of movie, kind of like Halloween 3, if they just called it something else and not part of the franchise, I think it would have been better received. But I'll give this another look, particularly the unrated version. Oh wow, this has alternate reversible sleeve. What the big difference is. Yeah, not really much of a difference. It doesn't say Jason Goes to Hell on it, not in that style anyway. It doesn't say The Final Friday. And it doesn't say Friday the 13th either, because this is the first one that wasn't a Paramount franchise one. It was turned over to New Line at this point, I think. All right. This one, sadly, this was the first one I got to see in the theater, and it was not a great theatrical experience, and it just wasn't a great movie. It was on the cheap, and you could tell, and I don't believe that any franchise benefits from the, hey, let's put it in space concept. I don't think you're at a good spot in the franchise when you're doing that. This looks to be a reversible cover too. Not sure what the difference is. I don't see a difference. If you do, let me know in the comments section. But oh, and I don't know if I held it on the special features on the back, but there you go for Jason Goes to Hell. Here you go for Jason X. Alright, here we go. Freddy vs. Jason. I remember this one being okay. I haven't seen it since it was new. I don't think I saw it in the theater. Maybe I did, but it would have been a new release rental or something. I haven't seen it since then. I'll have to give it another watch. I remember this teaser poster, so it's interesting that they did a reversible cover with that teaser poster that doesn't even have the title on there, but that's cool. I remember that in theaters. And there are the special features and the specs. I really liked this 2009 remake. I thought it was entertaining. It was a nice way to condense parts 1 through 4, I guess it was, and then do their own kind of thing. They kind of front-loaded the first, I guess, better sequels into the first half hour, whatever it was, and then went their own way with the remake. They went a little too far with the underground tunnels and all of that elaborate stuff at the end, but still, I thought this was pretty enjoyable. See, I think this was the artwork for the killer cut. And then the standard release had this in the beginning before they showed before they released that extended killer cut unrated version. And so this is reversible. There are the special features on that. I don't know if I showed the special features on Freddy vs. Jason. So if I didn't, there it is. Sorry, I think I keep forgetting to do that. Or I keep thinking that I forgot to do that. Alright, so here's the bonus material discs. This is what I really want to dive into. Got Alice at the end of part 1 and her canoe. I can't wait to dive into this one. I'll be checking this out tonight. All the special features. Yeah, so what I really want to check out is, well, first let me get to this. All right, then we got a booklet too. Friday the 13th collection booklet. I'm guessing these are, I thought these would be excerpts from that Peter Bracke Crystal Lake Memories book, but it looks to be something else by Michael Gingold. I will read through that. It's decent length too, 52 pages long, plus a couple more images and credits. So I will be checking that out. I'll put this all back together. Yeah, so again, here's what's on there. And I'm really curious to see the part 2 gore footage that was cut with like Jeff and Sandra getting impaled on the bed. I know that's going to be a lot longer. I want to see what that footage looks like, even though it's not going to be great. It's going to be from VHS tape source, so it's going to be not the best quality, but I can't wait to be able to see that. And then the Steve Miner interviews too, since he was right there with Sean Cunningham in part 1, and then he directed part 2, which I think is one of the better sequels, probably right after part 4. And he also directed part 3, which a lot of people love, and they have that as their favorite. So I can't wait to hear him talk about that. He's talked about his other movies like Lake Placid and Halloween H2O, which I did like, and yeah, even that awful Day of the Dead remake, I think he did a commentary on that DVD and Blu-ray. I don't know why he would like that more than the Friday the 13th franchise, but he did. So yeah, I'm going to be interested to watch those and see, hopefully, all of the features from this awesome DVD box set from back in the day. Hopefully all the stuff that was on here carries over to this. I think it is. This had a cool commentary from Peter Bracke, who wrote Crystal Lake Memories, and he did a great commentary with the cast and crew, like most of the main cast members from part 3. He did that commentary, and it's on the part 3 DVD in this box set, but it wasn't in these newer Ultimate releases. I put these in a red case just because I think they look cooler that way. But this set, yeah, it didn't make it onto the part 3 disc for this set. I don't know why it wasn't on there. But yeah, you look at what was on this disc and it ain't on there. And some people are disappointed that the actual Crystal Lake Memories long documentary didn't make it onto this set. That would have probably made it more expensive, and it would have made it bigger for the shelf, and I can't imagine anybody who's a Friday the 13th fan doesn't already have this anyway, so it didn't really matter much to me that this didn't make it over. Plus, I bought this right off the bat when they released this, and I got this bonus disc that has all these extra interviews, and I doubt that would have carried over anyway, so I'm happy with already having this and see what's on the new set. All right, let me break into the posters and show you those really quick.